Aliasing. China Southern 359 Super, request frequency change. Egypt Air 009 India November Heavy, continuous file, expect the ILS approach runway 1 at Guangzhou Aliasing. Roger, Egypt Air 009 India November Heavy. China Southern 359 Super, stay on my frequency. Air China 167 Uniform Alpha Heavy, turn left heading 050, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 1 approach. Turn left heading 050, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 1, Air China 167 Uniform Alpha Heavy. China Southern 359 Super, speed at your discretion. Roger, China Southern 359 Super. China Southern 359 Super, execute missed approach, turn right heading 110, descend and maintain 4000. Executing missed approach, turn right heading 110, descend and maintain 4000, China Southern 359 Super. Egypt Air 009 India November Heavy, descend and maintain 4500. Singapore 1192 Super is 9 nautical miles north of Shepcon at 29,800 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Guangzhou Aliasing. Egypt Air 009 India November Heavy, descend and maintain 5000. Singapore 1192 Super, continuous file, expect the ILS approach runway 2 right at Guangzhou Aliasing. Descend and maintain 5000, Egypt Air 009 India November Heavy. Roger, Singapore 1192 Super. United 901 Super, requesting ILS approach any runway at Guangzhou Aliasing. Air China 167 Uniform Alpha Heavy, speed at your discretion. Roger, Air China 167 Uniform Alpha Heavy. China Southern 359 Super, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 2 right at Guangzhou Aliasing. Thank you, Air China 167 Uniform Alpha Heavy. Air China 167 Uniform Alpha Heavy, contact Guangzhou Aliasing Tower on 118.1. Roger, China Southern 359 Super. Contacting Guangzhou Aliasing Tower on 118.1, Air China 167 Uniform Alpha Heavy. United 901 Super, continuous file, expect the ILS approach runway 1 at Guangzhou Aliasing. Roger, United 901 Super. Matrix 187, turn right heading 290, descend and maintain 9000. Turn right heading 200, China Southern 359 Super.
Or in the overhead bins. Thank you.
Air China 254 Heavy is 14 nautical miles south. Turn right heading 290, descend and maintain 9000, Matrix 187.
Flaps up.
Air China 254 Heavy, please check the user guide from the home screen for help using ATC instructions. Air China 254 Heavy, turn right heading 310, descend and maintain 7000. China Southern 359 Super, turn right heading 290, descend and maintain 3000.
Guangzhou approach, China Southern 521 Heavy, with you at 17,600.
Turn right heading 310, descend and maintain 7000, Air China 254 Heavy. Turn right heading 290, descend and maintain 3000,
Flaps
China Southern 359 Super. China Southern 521 Heavy, radar contact, safe approach request.
China Southern 521 Heavy, requesting ILS approach runway 2 right at Guangzhou Aliasing.
China Southern 359 Super, reduce speed to 200 knots. Reduce speed to 200 knots, China Southern 359 Super. China Southern 521 Heavy, continuous file, expect the ILS approach runway 2 right at Guangzhou Aliasing.
Roger, China Southern 521 Heavy.
Flaps 5 degrees.
Air China 254 Heavy, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 1 at Guangzhou Aliasing. Roger, Air China 254 Heavy. China Southern 359 Super, turn right heading 350, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 2 right approach. Turn right heading 350, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 2 right, China Southern 359 Super.
Singapore 1023 is 27 nautical miles northeast of Shenzhen Baiyun at 11,800 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 2 right at Guangzhou Baiyun.
Singapore 1023, continuous files, expect the ILS approach runway 2 right at Guangzhou Baiyun. Air China 254 Heavy, please follow instructions or you will be reported. Air China 254 Heavy, turn left heading 320. Turn left heading 320, Air China 254 Heavy.
Roger, Singapore 1023.
Singapore 1023, turn right heading 290, descend, matrix 187, descend and maintain 7000.
Turn right heading 290, descend and maintain 10,000.
Descend and maintain 7000, matrix 187.
Descend and maintain 5000, Sina 1537.
Egypt Air 009 India November Heavy, turn left heading 080.
Guangzhou approach, Barkman Air, with you at
Flight spoilers
22,000.
extended.
China Southern 359 Super, speed of your discretion. Turn left heading 080, Egypt Air 009 India November Heavy. Barkman Air, radar contact, say approach request.
China Eastern 732 Heavy, requesting ILS approach runway 2 left at Guangzhou Baiyun. Thank you, Barkman Air.
Spoilers retracted.
China Eastern 732 Heavy, continuous filed, expect the ILS approach runway 2 right at Guangzhou Baiyun.
Roger, China Eastern 732 Heavy.
Air China 254 Heavy, please follow instructions. Air China 254 Heavy, turn left heading 280, descend and maintain 4000. Turn left heading 280, descend and maintain 4000, Air China 254 Heavy.
Guangzhou approach, China Southern 45 Lima, with you at 2500.
Egypt Air 009 India November Heavy, descend and maintain 4000.
Flaps 10 degrees.
Singapore 1023, descend and maintain 9000.
Descend and maintain 9,000, Singapore 1023.
United 901 Super, descend and maintain 5000. Egypt Air 009 India November Heavy, please expedite altitude change. Egypt Air 009 India November Heavy, descend and maintain 4000. Matrix 187, descend and maintain 5000. Descend and maintain 4000, Egypt Air 009 India November Heavy. Singapore 1023, descend and maintain 7000. Descend and maintain 5000, Matrix 187. China Southern 45 Lima, frequency change approved, good day. Descend and maintain 5000, United 901 Super.
Frequency change approved, China Southern 45 Lima, good day.
Egypt Air 009 India November Heavy, turn left heading 050, descend and maintain 4000, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, clear ILS runway 1 approach. Turn left heading 050, descend and maintain 4000, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, clear ILS runway 1, Egypt Air 009 India November Heavy. China Eastern 732 Heavy, reduce speed to 220 knots.
Reduce speed to 220 knots. China Eastern 732 Heavy.
FINA 1537, please expedite altitude change. FINA 1537, turn right heading 290.
Turn right heading 290, Sina 1537.
United 901 Super, turn right heading 200.
Flaps 15 degrees.
Turn right heading 200, United 901 Super. Cine 1537, turn right heading 350, descend and maintain 5000, maintain 5000 until established on the localizer, cleared aisles runway 2 right approach.
Turn right heading 350, descend and maintain 5000, maintain 5000 until established.
Matrix 187, reduce speed to 200 knots. Matrix 187, turn left heading 240, Matrix 187. Singapore 1023, descend and maintain 5000.
Descend and maintain 5000, Singapore 1023.
Cine 1537, correction, stand by.
Barkman Air is 27 nautical miles northeast of Guangzhou Baiyun at 14,500 feet, requesting aisles approach runway 2 right at Guangzhou Baiyun.
Cine 1537, turn right heading 360, descend and maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared aisles runway 2 right approach. Barkman Air, Matrix 187, turn right heading 290. Egypt Air 009 India November Heavy. Turn right heading 290, Matrix 187. Thank you, good day, Egypt Air 009 India November Heavy.
China Southern 67687 nautical miles north of Guangzhou Baiyun at 6,800 feet, requesting flight following to Xiamen Guangzhou.
Matrix 187, expect vectors for the aisles approach runway 2 right at Guangzhou Baiyun. United 901 Super, turn left heading 110. Matrix 187, descend and maintain 4000. Turn left heading 110, United 901 Super. Singapore 1023, turn left heading 270, descend and maintain 4000.
Turn left heading 270, descend and maintain 4000, Singapore 1023.
Singapore 1192 Super, reduce speed to 220 knots. China Southern 6768, frequent, Matrix 187, turn right heading 350, descend and maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared aisles runway 2 right approach. United 901 Super, reduce speed to 200 knots. Reduce. Matrix 187, you're in an active airspace. Please contact Guangzhou approach on 126. Guangzhou approach, Matrix 187, with you at 4000. Matrix 187, maintain 160 knots until 4 mile final. Maintain 160 knots until 4 mile final, Matrix 187.
Flight spoilers
Cine
extended.
1537, contact Guangzhou Baiyun Tower on 118.1. United 901 Super, turn left heading 050, maintain 5000 until established on the localizer, cleared aisles runway 1 approach.
Contacting Guangzhou Baiyun Tower on 118.1, Cine 1537.
Singapore 1023, turn right heading 290, descend and maintain 3000.
Turn right heading 290, descend and maintain 3000, Singapore 1023.
Turn left heading 050, maintain 5000 until established on the localizer, cleared aisles runway 1, United
Flaps,
901 Super.
25 degrees.
Singapore 1192 Super, reduce speed to 200 knots. China Eastern 732 Heavy, descend and maintain 5000, reduce speed to 200 knots. Singapore 1192 Super.
Descend and maintain 5000, China Eastern 732 Heavy.
Singapore 1192 Super, descend and maintain 5000, descend and maintain 5000, Singapore 1192 Super. Singapore 1023, reduce speed to 180 knots.
Reduce speed to 180 knots, Singapore 1023.
Emirates 115 Super is 25 nautical miles west of Foshan Shadi at 30,000 feet, requesting visual approach any runway at Guangzhou Baiyun.
Emirates 115 Super, frequency change approved, good day.
Qatari 16 Victor Alpha Heavy is 39 nautical miles west of Foshan Shadi at 11,700 feet, requesting IOS approach runway 2 right at Guangzhou Bayan.
Qatari 16 Victor Alpha Heavy, continuous files, expect the IOS approach runway 2 right at Guangzhou Bayan.
Gear down.
Emirates 115 Super is 27 nautical miles west of Foshan Shadi at 29,100 feet, request.
Matrix 187, contact Guangzhou Bayan Tower on 118.1.
Making a right 360.
Contact in Guangzhou Bayan Tower on 118.1, Matrix 187. Guangzhou Bayan Tower, Matrix 187, inbound on the ILS runway 2 right with information Bravo.
Matrix 187, wind calm, number 2, runway 2 right, cleared to land.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 2 right, Matrix 187.
Guangzhou Bayan Tower, Blue Meg 561, ready for departure at runway 1, departing straight out. Guangzhou Bayan Tower, United 901 Super, inbound on the ILS runway 1.
Guangzhou Bayan Tower, China Southern 321, ready for departure at runway 2 left, departing east.
United 901 Super, wind calm, number 1, runway 1, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 1, United 901 Super.
Blue Med 561, wind calm, runway 1, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 1, Blue Meg 561.
Finnair 1537, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway.
Wilco, Finnair 1537.
China Southern 321, line up and wait runway 2 left.
Line up and wait runway 2 left, China Southern 321.
Finnair 1537, cross runway 2 left.
Guangzhou Bayan Tower, Singapore 1023 is 11 nautical miles to the south at 3,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 2 right.
Crossing runway 2 left, Finnair 1537. Guangzhou Bayan Tower, Singapore 1192 Super, inbound on the ILS runway 2 right with information Bravo.
Singapore 1023, wind calm, number 2, runway 2 right, cleared to land.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 2 right, Singapore 1023.
Singapore 1192 Super, wind calm, number 3, runway 2 right, cleared to land.
Number 3, cleared to land, runway 2 right, Singapore 1192 Super.
China Southern 321,
Approaching
wind calm,
minimums.
runway 2 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 2 left,
Minimums,
China Southern
minimums.
321.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Landing spoilers extended.
Running will turn right. Contact ground on the taxiway.
Flaps up.
Wilco, United 901 Super.
Matrix 187, when able turn left, hold short runway 2 left, please expedite, traffic on
Wilco, Matrix 187. China Southern 321, request frequency change.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. This will indicate that we have parked at the gate and that it's safe for you to move about. At this time, you may use your cellular phones if you wish. Please check around your seat for any personal belongings
China
you may
Southern
have brought on board with
321.
you.
Thank you.
And please use
Good day.
caution when opening
China
the
Southern
overhead bins,
321.
as heavy articles
Frequency
may
change
have shifted
approved.
around during
Good
the
day.
flight.
New Zealand
On behalf of the
8717
entire
heavy.
crew,
Line
I'd
up
like
and
to
wait
thank
runway
you for
2
joining
left.
us on this trip,
Frequency
and we're
change
looking
approved.
forward to
China
seeing
Southern
you on board
321.
again in the
Good
near
day.
future.
Line up
Have a
and wait
pleasant
runway
day.
2 left, New Zealand 8717 Heavy.
Matrix 187, cross runway 2 left.
Crossing runway 2 left, Matrix 187. Thank you, Matrix 187. Guangzhou Bay ground, Matrix 187, request taxi to parking.
United 901 Super, taxi to Terminal 2 Gate 173 via Juliet 20.
Taxiing to Terminal 2 Gate 173 via Juliet 20, United 901 Super.
Matrix 187, taxi to parking. Matrix 187, give way to aircraft on your right.
Give way to aircraft, Matrix 187. Guangzhou Bay ground, Cathay 783, ready for pushback with information Charlie, requesting runway 2 left. Guangzhou Bay ground, Charlie 6 Charlie Oscar Alpha, ready for pushback with information Charlie. Guangzhou Bay ground, Delta Hotel Lima 355, ready to taxi with information Charlie.
Cathay 783, pushback approved, tail to the north. Charlie 6 Charlie Oscar Alpha, pushback approved, tail to the west.
Pushback approved, tail to the north, Cathay 783.
Delta Hotel Lima 355, taxi to runway 1, contact tower when ready.
Guangzhou Bay ground, Charlie 6 Juliet Hotel Juliet, ready to taxi. Pushback approved, tail to the west, Charlie 6 Charlie Oscar Alpha. Taxiing to runway 1, Delta Hotel Lima 355.
Charlie 6 Juliet Hotel Juliet, taxi to runway 2 left, contact tower when ready.
Guangzhou Bay ground, Sky Knight 1, ready to taxi to runway 2 left with information Charlie.
Guangzhou Bay ground, Foxtrot Alpha Hotel Golf Yankee, ready to taxi to runway 1 with information Charlie.
Taxiing to runway 2 left, Charlie 6 Juliet Hotel Juliet.
Sky Knight 1, taxi to runway 2 left, hold short of 2 left 20 right.
Taxiing to runway 2 left, will hold short of 2 left 20 right, Sky Knight 1.
Guangzhou Bay ground, China Southern 8074, ready to taxi with information Charlie.
Foxtrot Alpha Hotel Golf Yankee, taxi to runway 1, hold short of 119.
Taxiing to runway 1, will hold short of 119, Foxtrot Alpha Hotel Golf Yankee.
China Southern 3286 Heavy, request frequency change.
China Southern 8074, taxi to runway 2 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 2 left, China Southern 8074.
Guangzhou Bay ground, Dynasty 1 Foxtrot Romeo, ready for pushback with information Charlie.
Contacting Guangzhou Bay ground on 121.75, Singapore 1023.
Dynasty 1 Foxtrot Romeo, pushback approved, tail to the north.
Guangzhou Bay ground, Singapore 1023, request taxi to gate 126 at the Terminal 1.
Pushback approved, tail to the north, Dynasty 1 Foxtrot Romeo.
Guangzhou Bay ground, China Southern 1014 Heavy, ready for pushback with information Charlie. Singapore 1023, taxi to Terminal 1 Gate 126 via Papa 5, Alpha.
China Southern 3286 Heavy, request frequency change.
Taxiing to Terminal 1 Gate 100.